So a few days ago, I came across something pretty cool. There's a specialist of Renaissance music named Peter Schubert who explains on YouTube how to improvise canons in 2 and 3 voices. And he points out that canon literally means rule. And the way that these canons used to be improvised in the Renaissance is that you would only sing certain intervals. Those were the rules of the canon that you were doing. And if you stick to those rules, then the canons always work. So, for example, if the second voice repeats what the first voice does a fifth above, then the first voice is allowed to go up a fifth, up a third, stay on the same note, go down a second, or down a fourth. So I wrote a little algorithm here in Super Collider that does this. So it'll take whatever I'm singing and it's going to repeat it a fifth above. And so let's check this out. Do, we, do, di, do, di, do, di, do, di, do, di, do, di, di, do, di, 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 di. Okay, and here's a canon at the fifth below in 2 voices. In this case, the first voice can go up a fourth, can go up a second, can stay on the same note, can go down a third, or can go down a fifth. Do, di, do. I'll start a little higher. Do, di, da, di, la, di, o, di, o, di, o, do, da, di, o, da, di, do, di. So you'll notice that if I sing out of tune, the answer is out of tune too. So this is actually a pretty great exercise for intonation. Okay, now let's go to 3 voices. In this case, the second voice is gonna be at the fifth below, and the third voice is gonna imitate the second voice an octave above. So in this case, voice 1 can go up a fourth, can stay in the same note, can go down a third, and go down a fifth. So I'm going to try an improvisation with that. Do, di, 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 di, do, 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 di, do, di, do, di, do, The really fun thing about this is that it's totally intervallic, right? There's no concept of key here. Literally, it's just perfect fifth below, octave above. So it can actually just keep changing keys in these pretty cool ways. Okay, last one is canon in 3 voices, but where the second voice imitates the first voice at the fifth above, then the third voice imitates the second voice at the octave below. In this case, the first voice can go up a fifth, up a third, can stay on the same note, and can go down a fourth. So here's my final improvisation here. Do di do di dum bo di da di da do di do di do mi do mi do do di do di da di do di do di da di do di da di do da da di da di da di da di da di da di da da di da di da di So that obviously I could use a lot more work on that, but I think it's pretty fun seeing how people in the Renaissance figured out that they could just improvise canons together. So people would do this in real time. First person would just improvise something, second person would just listen and be able to repeat it a fifth away or an octave away or whatever, and the third person would imitate the second person. And actually, if you check out Peter Schubert's videos on YouTube, he demonstrates this. It's really sweet. So there you go. Okay, have a good night.